of conscience, give me back my 200 coins. Janol, you've done so well. I'm so happy. 19H, I've done all the work, and they are taking all the money. Those thieves. You robbers. Give it back, it's my money. 2 months after coming back from the trip. While I was focusing on stacking my inner energy, Chongwu was getting closer to mastering the force poem. And Chong Sang has reached the Qi sword. Reaching Qi sword at his age. Is that possible? Chu Sang is very talented. Although it's nothing compared to you, I am sure he can become a central figure of the shamans in the future. It's all because you taught him well. That's nonsense. I have the memories from my past life as Hyokai Mugong, but Chong Sang has nothing like that. And I haven't been teaching him well either. My master wanted me to accept Chong Wu and Chong Sang as my disciples, so I was just saying a few words to them every now and then. Chong Sang trained and enlightened himself on his own. Maybe he's even more talented than me. Will he stop listening to me and even threaten my position as soon as he grows up? You are struggling with your little talent. Damn it! I shouldn't have taught him. Okay. From now on, I will bother them with physical training. Jin Mu. How have you been? Hua? Clan Master and the elders? Are they going to take something from me again? What brings you here? I'm sorry. I've been busy lately, so I didn't have an opportunity to come by. Whether you are busy or not, don't come. I'm not glad to see you at all, you filthy thieves. My young Jin, I have something to discuss with you seriously, so let's go inside. Okay. Sa Yun. Jinmu, you should also come with us. Why me? It's related to you as well. What? Did they find out about the gold Eve stored in the bank? Did Chongwu snitch on me? My God, I feel too anxious. What the hell did they come to talk about? By the decision of the last Council of Elders, we will restore the collapsed Oryang Palace. Oryang Palace? Yes. Oryang Palace. Restoring Oryang Palace. I thought I would never see it again in my life. Do you like it that much? Of course I do. What? What on earth is Oryang Palace for him to be crying tears of joy? Jinmu, you might not know it well, so let me explain. There are 8 palaces in the shaman's territory. The main palace Jeso. Yanzhong for commandment, Woken for foreign cooperation, Zhongdong for making medicines, Okyo for handling weapons, One Magwan for internal housekeeping, and Oryang. It's the guardian of shamans that protects shamans and plays the role of the guardian's law. Long before you were brought to our clan, in the period of war against SA clan, Hylonoja was the master of the Oryang Palace in Myong. Jin was the great disciple under him. Oryang Palace had a long history, but it was burned by the vicious Hyokai Mugong. When that devil broke into the shaman's domain, the disciples of Oryang Palace were the ones who protected Jeso Palace. No need to say it that way. At that time, Oryang Palace made a great sacrifice. So we all agreed that from now on protecting shamans should be done together, not only by a certain palace. So then, the newly rebuilt Oryang Palace will keep its name, but will actually play the role of Namam Palace. Myeongjin, can you take the role of its master? I believe you will manage it well. Maybe that will suit it more. Suit it more? What does that mean? I accept it. For now, our financial condition hasn't improved enough to rebuild one whole palace. Mayak Mozian would prepare by saving as much as possible, so it could be possible within a few years. Recover soon and increase the number of disciples who will lead Oryang Palace in the future. Yes, Clan Master. Jin Mu. There will be lots of things you need to do from now on. I do not doubt that you are the great man who will lead the shamans. Then, well, go. Luckily, they weren't here for my money. It was a close call. Jin Mu. Chong Wu and Chong sang. Yes? Follow me. This is Oryang Palace. For sure. This is the place I burned. It looks familiar. Oryang Palace was the guardian's law of shaman for generations. In other words, it had a role of upholding the law. So, as Oryang Palace was a shield to protect shamans, Namam Palace was a sort of shaman. Namam Palace. The place with the strongest warriors among all shamans. Namam Palace has played a role in settling disputes related to shaman in many places by sending warriors. The only place where the shamans are allowed to kill. Jinmu, you have a talent in martial arts, so the role of Namam Palace will suit you well. That's what he meant earlier. Maybe, that might be suited better. Having the right to kill at will is not bad. Jinmu, when this place gets rebuilt in the future, you will be known in Nyorim as a disciple of Oryang Palace and the Sword of the Shamans. You will become the shaman's representative and pride. There are a lot of things to do from now on, so keep working hard in the future. What? Am I the one who has to do all this troublesome work? Chong sang, Chongwu, you should also do your best. Yes, elder. Damn it, they got me. Those thieves came to exploit my labor this time. Work hard. Oryang Palace, Sword of the Shamans or whatever, I don't even have enough time to practice, and now they're telling me that? I will have to make the clan master change his mind. I may need to chase him wearing a mask and beat him up, so that... By the way, elder, if you become the master of Oryang Palace, will Sasek be qualified to become the great disciple? What? Qualified? About that. The standard procedure is to become a staff in one palace and build a merit but, for generations, in case the disciple of Namam Palace became the great disciple. Wait, master. Was there a qualification to become the great disciple? Boy. You must have had it in your mind. Right, having such a dream is natural for a talented martial artist like you. But being good at martial arts is not enough to become the great disciple. You must fulfill responsibilities and accumulate achievements as the staff of each palace. And have a good reputation with your peers from the clan. Then, if the elders acknowledge you, the clan master will make a decision through a meeting. What? Doesn't the strongest become the great disciple? What kind of clan is this? I thought I was almost done after surpassing Jinhyo and Jinhee. But it turns out I have to do staff work for each palace to become the great disciple. It's great, Sasek. Let's do our best. It feels like I haven't even taken a single towards becoming the great disciple. How could this happen? Was all my suffering for nothing? What about the money that shamans took from me? They exploited me and took everything, and now I am not even qualified? Are you kidding me? You should have told me about the qualification requirement earlier, stupid master. You too. You knew about it, but you didn't say anything. I trusted you. Frauds. All troists are frauds. Sasek, wait for us. Sasek. Dear son, as I've seen with my own eyes, Jinmu has already reached the projectile arts level. In exchange for helping Jinmu become the great disciple, he secretly promised to make you the clan master in the future. So don't act rashly and support him. It doesn't make sense to me even after reading it several times. A year ago, he was just a trainee. My father must have been tricked. By eating meat and talking like a third-rate man, he degrades Taoist's dignity. And you're telling me he'll make me the clan master? What a joke! I don't care about the promise. I'll kill that bastard whenever I want. There will be plenty of opportunities. Jinmu. Don't think you've won. Our fight is not over yet. Most of the administrative work is handled by 5 of the first-class disciples. Including those who went out, there's a total of 7 of them. Several years. It will take us several years to rebuild the 5 Dragon Palace. What if someone else becomes the master disciple before that? Tian previously translated as Oriona Palace. I need to rebuild the 5-Dragon Palace as soon as possible and also build up merits as an administrator to qualify as a master disciple. Even though I say ITLL takes several years, ITLL most likely take tens of years if the money I've saved fall into the hands of those incompetent elders. I need to do something about this, but no matter how urgent it is, I can't use the gold that I have secured from the battlefield. Master disciple or not, I might go crazy if my hard-earned money gets stolen by the Wudang sect again. We will be replacing the term shaman for Wudang. The Wudang sect is one of the sects in the Nouveau world that races its values on Tadkem. Is there nothing I can do? Yes. So, no. Right. There's that. We still have them. Looks like I have to drop by Danjianku. Previously translated as Dangangu. Danjianku is a city in Shiyan, Hubei Province, China. What did you say? Are you asking for Violet Cloud Palace's permission? To drop by Danjianku? Did something happen? Thinking back, if I want to go to Danjianku, then I have to explain the reasons to the sect leader and the elders, right? What excuse should I give? You. I see. You cheeky rascal, you just want to have a drink? Buy a bottle on your way back for me too. What is he going on about? You depraved ascetic bastard. Tian ascetics are people who avoid physical pleasures, alcohol, women, gambling, etc. and live a simple life, often for relieving reasons. All right. Actually, there's no need to get permission from Violet Cloud Palace, so don't worry about it. Although we don't have a building yet, I'm the master of the 5-Dragon Palace, and you're the administrator, so you only need my permission. I allow you to go to Danjiangkoli. Right. So, that's how it is. This is pretty neat. Understood. I will be back soon, master. I just need to take a sword with me. And I can depart. Time to get some funding. My ears are itching suddenly. Tian, this happens when someone is talking about them behind their back. Master Wu. Over here. Okay. This is the gambling den that the criminal sect used to operate. I found out that this place has been abandoned ever since they have been beheaded. Their treasures have been left untouched as well. Aleph. I guess no one has been here to collect all of these yet. There's an enormous amount of treasures here. From gambling debt documents to accessories and house and land deeds. There are also multiple chests full of silver. Great job finding this. There's more. I've also found the slush fund that the Chongyang merchants have hidden away. There's a small chest of silver. And a finger-sized phosphorescent pearl. A phosphorescent pearl? A phosphorescent pearl is a pearl that glows by itself in the dark. It's something that's not easily available even in the Imperial Palace. It's exceptionally rare and expensive. If I have that, then when Jinhe becomes the Wudang sect leader, we would be able to use it as funds for growing the sect. Where is it at? I've left it in your room. That's great. You did great. After bringing the money over to the Wu family, go buy yourself and your subordinates some drinks. I'll get going. Understood, thank you. What a perfect time to come by this money, just when we are in a pinch. Since the criminal sect is already ruined, there shouldn't be any problems for us in the future. The indigestion that I've been having because of that bastard, Jinmu, feels better now. However, I need him to keep to his promise of making Jinhe the sect leader. I wonder. How does he plan to do that? Hey, Master Wu. Long time no see. Looks like you've been doing well, your face looks radiant. What? Why is that bastard here? You have good business acumen? You've earned a lot of money. This is great. I have something that I wanted to ask from you. Since you have this much money, I believe it wouldn't be an issue for you, right? Ah lol. What business do you have here? It's nothing big. I came here to ask for your support of our efforts in rebuilding the 5-Dragon Palace in Wudang. Not too much, just enough to finish the rebuilding. The 5-Dragon Palace? All the expenses for it? It's not even on flat land. On top of having to build it on the mountain and redoing the Tao Temple, the expenses would be. Hey! It's not like I'm some street thug. Would I come to you if I only needed a small amount of money? Of course I'm asking for full expenses. You're worse than a street thug. Is that how an ascetic should behave? Don't be a Scrooge. Think about it. You supporting the efforts of the rebuilding isn't just for my sake, it's also for your sons. What? Don't you get it? The 5-Dragon Palace is the symbol of the Wudang sect's history and traditions. And if Jinhee's family pays full expenses for the rebuilding of that symbol, then the Wu family's name would be engraved on the building itself. On both the cornerstone and the pillars in the inner palace. All your future generations will see that, as well as many other people. Consider how the elders of the Wudang sect would think of Jinhee. His reputation would probably be several times better than it is now. He's not wrong, but since it's coming from him, it doesn't feel as trustworthy. Think long term. This is an investment. Even though I will become the master disciple, your son will become the Wudang sect leader. Even so, cases where a regular disciple becomes a sect master is quite rare. Don't tell me you're doubting me, do you? Shall we make a contract and sign it then? Sign a contract? Yes, that's it. Just one moment. Yeah. Since he's already gotten a hold of my weakness, I have no choice but to do as he says. I might as well make sure that he can't back down on his promise. This way I won't incur any losses. Right. Sorry. I have something that I need to buy. Sure, take it all. In return, they'll have you sign this contract. And it would be great if you could include my name when you give the rebuilding funds to the Wudang sect. Since I would need to have a good reputation if I want to become the master disciple. You get what I'm saying, right? Like tell them that I also played a part in getting rid of the Chekinjiang merchants earlier, or that I rescued one of the Wu family members who was in trouble. There's a lot you could tell them, right? Okay. I got you. Just a little more. Just a little more. Come visit us when the rebuilding is done. I'll cook up a delicious pheasant soup for you. Alright, see ya. I'm done. The contract. Damn you. It has been a month since construction started with the support of Jiang Jiangwo. The work of laying the foundation of the place where Oryeonggung will be built was in full swing. It's not it. It's Jinmu. We must not forget the devotion of Wu Jiang. Yes, master. Amio, Jinhee makes me a shaman. It will be remembered for a long time since we decided to engrave the word Young with Jiang on the combats. Anyway, that's a big deal, Jinmuya. Yes? The food in Dakwon must be different from what the work heirs usually eat, so what should I do? Or, if I can't work because I don't have energy because of food? Don't worry. I told Chungwoo to give him enough alcohol and meat. Come on, well done. The day is still colder than that, so please stop going down. I'm afraid I might even eat red pepper. No. Oryeongung's pillars rise again and the roof rests on. I must see this historic moment for myself. Then if I fall, I'm the only one suffering. Rather take this. After Oryeonggung is rebuilt, new disciples will come in. By selecting the martial arts and branches needed to teach the disciples, I made a list. Go to Jangseogak and find the unofficial books written there. Are you planning to move the entire Jangseogak? This. Master. Are you okay? Something is not right. I forgot. Yes? I forgot to add something to the list. Lake control. I also need to add a few tests. How can I be so careless? Is this not enough even with so many books? Madness, madness. I'll go this way to Chunghome and make another list. You should head to Jangseogak first. Yes, master. Are you even sick? You're flying around so fast. Hog, it's like you're as quick as I am. Were you really that happy? Now it is difficult to differentiate. Being assimilated into Jimu's body, maybe a change is happening inside of me too. Jangseogak. Jangseogak is obviously managed by the Grace Ying Fin Palace. Right? No, all of this? Grace Palace Master. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks the teacher is crazy. Yes. Well, I guess you'll need some of them. What? You're easily giving them away? Are you crazy, too? Jinhee, are you out there? Yes, sir. Istkus Mangalio. Did you call? Deliver this letter to Jangseogak together with Jinmu. All right, master. Follow me. Take this kid. Based on I'm sure you're still hostile to me. Well, he tried to kill me just because he coveted the position of the great disciple. I didn't think you'd give in so easily, but how great it would have been if you understood my good intentions. The Wudang Sex Jungskunk is perched on a cliff below Napakeboard Peak, where the Grace Palace is located. The only way to get there is through a small soil path from the Grace Palace. Because the road is so rough, there's no need to be wary of outsiders. Therefore, no guards are deployed here. That means no one will know even if you die in this place. I can feel it. His killing intent is spewing out of him. What are you staring at? Did you fall in love with the back of my head? Are you really at the level of Tanji? That's funny. Among the great disciples, only 2 have ever reached the level of Tanji. Jingeng, the honest Saiyang, and the forward-moving Jin Myung Saiyang. You can't be at the same level as those Saiyangs. It is also suspicious that you beat Jinhyo Saiyang. I can also consider that my father's eyes were deceived, so there's only one conclusion. I'm sure you're using magic to fool people. Aren't you ashamed as a Wudang sect member? Is that the only thing you came up with? So if you can't do it, no one else can do it? You idiot. Hey, this guy. Your habit of talking down to your sahuling. Sanyang? You're making me laugh. Can you consider someone a Saiyang even if they threaten to kill you? Thrith? I can see your thoughts clearly. Killing me here where there's no one to witness it. You think it's enough to just say, Jinmu tripped and fell over. It would be more plausible if you accompanied it with some tears. However, the moment you come at me, you'll lose your footing. Think carefully. If you cross the line, you'll die, regardless of my secret agreement with you, Moonheria. The moment you come at me, you'll lose your footing. Think carefully. If you cross the line, you'll die, regardless of my secret agreement with you, Moonheria. Your father works so hard. What use is all that work if you die before you become a master? What's with this coldness? This feeling as if my heart is frozen. Fear? To someone like Jinmu. Am I afraid of someone like Jinmu? Ignoring the hierarchy in the Wadana sect. Eating meat and degrading the dignity of a disciple with his words and actions. You're just a scumbag who disturbs our sack. I was frightened by the eyes and voice of this guy. I can't accept it. It's all a magic trick. It's just a trick. That's right. After all, you've mastered the art of tricking people. But magic do SNT work on me. It would be better for someone like you to die here. Die. In the end it comes out like this, stupid bastard. Sword. I can put chi into a sword and use it. But it doesn't need to be a sword. If you put chi in the sword, it becomes sword chi. But if you put it in your fist, then it will become fist chi. Be prepared. Hyatt. What's wrong? I can't believe that a person that reached a high level of Tanji keeps running away. This must have been your true skill. You won't be able to avoid it this time. Sword. I can put chi into a sword and use it. But it doesn't need to be a sword. If you put chi in the sword, it becomes sword chi. But if you put it in your fist, then it will become fist chi. Be prepared. Hi. What's wrong? I can't believe that a person that reached a high level of Tanji keeps running away. This must have been your true skill. You won't be able to avoid it this time. This skill is so fast that you can't see the shadows. On a fragile path where you can only on this narrow, worn out and rotten space. It is impossible to dodge this anymore. It'll catch you and throw you down the cliff. He disappeared. What kind of idiot can be this slow? I'm so tired of it that I'm yawning. Did you just come to fight with only this much skill? SSO fast. Also, he's standing on one foot as if the cliffside is flat. You used magic tricks again. Asshole, is everything you don't know how to do just a trick? I'm sorry, but this is a Wudang skill. Take it. Talk fury, talk of movies come. This skill is so fast that you can't see the shadows? On a fragile path where you can only on this narrow, worn out and rotten space. It is impossible to dodge this anymore. It'll catch you and throw you down the cliff. He disappeared. What kind of idiot can be this slow? I'm so tired of it that I'm yawning. Did you just come to fight with only this much skill? SSO fast. Also, he's standing on one foot as if the cliffside is flat. You used magic tricks again. Asshole, is everything you don't know how to do just a trick? I'm sorry, but this is a Wudang skill. Take it. Talk come. From the beginning, you were aiming for vital points, and not to overpower me. My blood pressure is suppressed and I can't move my body properly. Shit. I got hit. Let go. This guy. Can't you let go? You bastard. You punk. You're aiming for my life even though I gave you a chance? I tried to make a man with no skills into a master, but he didn't know how to be thankful. You are now trash. I'll take care of it the way you wanted. One great disciple, named Jinhee, tripped today. That's the end of the guy who was aiming for the highest seat. It's a really stupid ending, isn't it? That's weird. Jinmu, the disciple and caretaker of Myeongjin Sasek, was just an innocent kid. Now he's unfamiliar, as if he changed. Since when did Jinmu have eyes like that? His eyes look like he's okay with killing. Bye. Wait a minute. Save me. I'll be loyal, please just once. Ist kiss manga. I.O. From the beginning, you were aiming for vital points, and not to overpower me. My blood pressure is suppressed and I can't move my body properly. Shit. I got hit. Let go. This guy. Can't you let go? You bastard. You punk. You're aiming for my life even though I gave you a chance? I tried to make a man with no skills into a master, but he didn't know how to be thankful. You are now trash. He'll take care of it the way you wanted. One great disciple, named Jinhee, tripped today. That's the end of the guy who was aiming for the highest seat. It's a really stupid ending, isn't it? That's weird. Jinmu, the disciple and caretaker of Myung-jin Sasek, was just an innocent kid. Now he's unfamiliar, as if he changed. Since when did Jinmu have eyes like that? His eyes look like he's okay with killing. Bye. Wait a minute. Save me. I'll be loyal, please just once. Stives manga. I.O. just give me one more chance. Shut up and die. No, whatever it is. I'll do everything I can. I will never let you down again. I don't need to be the master disciple or the master's seat. Please. Please. Just let me live. Okay. My God. Now that we've reduced your blood pressure, you should be able to move. Thank you. God, I almost died. Oh. Yes? What? This is your last chance. If you mess with me one more time, not only you, but I'll also harpoon every single one of your family, so take care of yourself. Do you understand? I see. All right. Okay then, lead the way. Yes. It's just miserable. But I entered the Wudang sect at 15. I was recognized for my talent and became well known. At 25, I became a great disciple of a prestigious palace. I'm 30 now. I realized the extent of my power. Became one of the leading Wudang disciples, and my future was looking bright. But I didn't know I would lose to a guy who was just a caretaker 1 year ago. From now on, I will have to follow him obediently. My God. How did I ever get involved with such a rogue? Hey, hurry up. Why aren't you moving? I'll just push you out of the way. Sorry. Sorry. My life is ruined. Kiss manga. I.O. just give me one more chance. Shut up and die. No, whatever it is. I'll do everything I can. I will never let you down again. I don't need to be the master disciple or the master's seat. Please. Please. Just let me live. Okay. My God. Now that we've reduced your blood pressure, you should be able to move. Thank you. God, I almost died. Yes? What? This is your last chance. If you mess with me one more time, not only you, but I'll also harpoon every single one of your family, so take care of yourself. Do you understand? I see. All right. Okay then, lead the way. Yes. It's just miserable. Tick out. I entered the Wudang sect at 15. I was recognized for my talent and became well known. At 25, I became a great disciple of a prestigious palace and 30 now. I realized the extent of my power, became one of the leading Wudang disciples, and my future was looking. But I didn't know I would lose to a guy who was just a caretaker 1 year ago. From now on, I will have to follow him obediently. My God! How did I ever get involved with such a rogue? Hey, hurry up! Why aren't you moving? I'll just push you out of the way. Sorry. Sorry. My life is ruined. Path of the Shridar Translator Tanzania Racing Pinnershire Bangster Disaster Landing Learn a Hard Unlit Check Landing Armenuans Axis System Shridarsak Stir Wudang Janasiagak. That's quite a lot. I think it would take at least a month to copy them all. Jangsiogak Manager Ungon. However. Jinhee, why is your hair like that? Did anything happen? That's. Well, I saved Sayang from falling off the cliff. I could only catch his hair, so it looks like that. Crap. You said that he fell off a cliff. You punk! You're laughing like the Sapa, how despicable. What? What? Who is this old man? With just a glance. It felt like he was piercing my whole body. You definitely have a lot of Wudang Qi in your body. How can you handle it? This is a big deal. I wonder if something happened without my knowledge. Go back at once, you'll just inform you when the writing is done. Yes, sir. Un Gong. The Wudang sect currently doesn't use this old man. Based on his name, he is just an old man. It must mean that he isn't a disciple who received the name of the Wudang sect. I don't know what, I'm sure there's something going on with the old man's name. But this shouldn't be in the way of my goal. The biggest change that occurred after starting the reconstruction work of the Five Dragon Orifong Palace was to attend the working level meeting of the Great Disciples. Every morning, one had to go to the outer chamber of the main palace. Sayang Jing'an, who is out in Danjiankou, has sent a message. Jinso. It seems there was friction between the top suppliers because of waterway usage rights. So, Sayang Jing'an requested some gatekeepers and to dispatch some disciples. Isn't having a water pass the most sensitive issue for the top managers? Jin Hyo. Right. The Danjiankou waterway is the main means of transportation for the tops. It is safe when the patrol lines are active, but when it's not, it is also a lawless area teeming with enemies. So the top ranks decide the order of usage for each year and set the price. This is called a water pass. It's a life-threatening issue, so it's a right that the superiors risk their lives and try to secure. It has nothing to do with me though, and I hope it ends soon. That's weird. If the supply is stolen by the enemies or if a person dies. Of course, the kinsman must come forward to solve the problem, but normally, issues of interest between the upper stages, such as waterway use rights, would be resolved by mutual agreement. If the Murim clan gets involved in such a thing, won't it look bad? Well, usually, but it seems that negotiations between them are not going well. A conflict occurred with the top of Ilhe that we had ties with and with a group called Top of Li. They keep refusing to negotiate for some reason. If it's that top, isn't that a huge top that's part of the top 3 strongest in Danjiankou? Why are they? Do you know them? Jinhee, please give me your opinion. Yes? Don't you know Danjiankou's situation the best? Okay, let's just talk about Sayang. Let's end the boring meeting quickly. Yes, yes. Don't. The top of Li. They will never negotiate. Because the Jeagle clan is behind them. What? Jeagle? Yes. Didn't those 3 tops reconnect with Wudang because of Junot's performance last time? Yes. Since the Wudang's donation requirement is less than that of Jeagle's, lesser tops have no choice but to welcome the Wudang sect. Therefore, as time went by, Jeagle must have felt their position would be shaken. That's why, with a huge influence affecting the top of Li, the weaker tops like the top of Ilhe would be destroyed. The intention is to set an example of what would happen if you turned your back on Jeagle. It seems to be a tense conflict between the tops. It is an effective strategy to avoid an all-out war between the factions. At this rate, the top of Ilhe will be ruined. It's either because it is destroyed by the number of forces, or because it failed to do any business. After that, all the tops will turn their backs on Wudang and connect with Jeagle again. It can't be. Well, then what should we do? The best way is I'll edge. For a shaman to escort the top of Ilhe and allow it to go as scheduled, while defeating enemies with overwhelming force. There must be no masters in the escort and, in line with disciple principles, it must be done with the minimum number of people. If the mission is successful, it can serve as an opportunity to let people know that the power of Wudang is strong enough not to care about numbers. Then the minds of the upper ranks can become favorable towards Wudang. And as such, there is only one person who can take on this important task. It is the qualified practitioner of the Five-Dragon Orion Palace and the recognized sword of Wudang. It is Jinnu. What? What is this atmosphere? These guys. Top of Ilhe, how can you come alone? I wrote in my letter that this matter is important. Jing-ung. What the heck? You only brought 7 of these great disciples with you. Did I decide? I don't even want to engage in such a nuisance at all. Leading these great disciples who will be of no help in fighting the enemy. Like a mother duck and her ducklings. Who would even want to come to this place? Jinhe and Jinhyo. Those stupid bastards. In order to subdue the situation with a minimum number of people, Jinmu must go. This is a matter of Wudang's pride. What are you thinking about? Jinmu is Wudang's sword and a talent suitable for this situation. No. Is it? If it hadn't been for those 2 guys to persuade the master and the elders with their fervent speeches, this wouldn't have happened. Once I get back to Mde Wudang, I'll pluck out their hair. Humuhu. I believed and trusted my Wudang. But how can you be indifferent to your top? Top of Ilhe head Kongyu. Why is that bastard making a fuss? Lord, that's Disciple Jing'ung. I heard that Disciple Jinmu is famous recently. But it's obvious that we will encounter a lot. No one knows that the Jeagle clan is behind the top of Li. Even if we recruit soldiers, who will support us here? Ah hey my lord. Lord, rest assured that I will go with you. Is that true? Are they pretending to be concerned but still hit me while I'm still here? They're worse than Jinhe. Or I will send a letter to Wudang again, so if you can change the schedule. No one will change the schedule. There will be no changes to the schedule, and the escort will be me. I am with the 7 great disciples. This is the mission that I received as Wudang's sword and as a practitioner of the Five-Dragon Palace. If there are any problems caused by Sayung's intervention, we will report it directly for an inquiry at a later date. Hey, that is all. What? We are looking for cleaner redrawer translator pride reader typesetter and translator more info Discord. Xluspdesk. As I clearly said, I am in charge of this escort mission. It is I, as a practitioner of the Five-Dragon Orion Palace and his Wudang's sword. Wudang's sword? This child. What the hell are you saying? Sir, can you please stay for a moment? Okay. Jinmu. I am the one who is in charge of all external cooperations between Wudang and outside tops. I am here as a practitioner named Wu Jing'ung. If it concerns the situation of the tops of Danjiankou, I can say that I am the person that knows best among the great disciples. The Danjiankou Pirates is a huge group that proudly puts its name with the evil sections. All the members are strong warriors that have gone through hard training and survived hardships on the verge of life and death. It's different from the smugglers and alley gangs you defeated before. It won't even be enough to beg me for help. Are you just using the Wudang sword to save your self-esteem? Wudang's sword it represents the pride of Wudang Asa member Ofa Ali Wudang members who have guarded the palaces for 1,000 years bear the weight of this. In the past, after the attack of the evil sect, people said Wudang stopped all outside activities because Wudang's sword was broken. Rectifying the broken impression of Wudang's sword is more important than your individual pride. Because you uttered such words in front of an outsider, you are now responsible for this. Seeing as you're so confident, I want help with anything. Therefore, if you fail this mission, your life and the life of Myung-jin Sasek and even the rebuilt 5-Dragon Palace will not be safe. What? Because that's the responsibility that you must bear as one who claims to be Wudang's sword. Responsibility? Would I dare to risk my master's life just because of something like that? All right. That's what I was hoping for. But if I finish this mission without any problems, what will Seong do? What? For disregarding me, for talking about my master's life. You can get down on your knees, right? Then you can apologize sincerely by banging and rubbing your head on the ground. It shouldn't be difficult? What? This guy. I was trying to be good. You still can't get it in your head. How dare you put the fate of Wudang at stake? All for the life or even the pride of a single laborer? I'll change your habit. Jing'an, what were they saying about him? A great disciple who realized the ascendant realm Tanji? The person who's closest to becoming the next clan master? Madon Ayon Jang Madong's continuous palm strikes. Sasek. It's dangerous, Sasek. Hey Chonsang, no need to fuss. He's just ignorant like a wild boar. For a palm strike. This is enough. Touching San SL Tajing's dispersing hand. Gosh, that's awesome. Jingling Sasek's palm strike was. It was scattered with Taiching's dispersing hand. What? Did Jinmu Sasek get hurt? No. What happened was Agi Jingung Sasek. At the exact moment when Jingung Sasek stretched out to, Jinmu Sasek blocked it with his elbow. One of the strongest bones in the human body is the elbow. No matter how hard you train, your toes can't beat elbows. Amazing. He easily scattered my skill that reached the level of the Ascendant Realm. From a skillful response and a series of close-quartered attacks. Is it possible he's so good that he calls himself Wudang's sword? That's a big problem. Let's see how good you are. It's now time to do this for real. I am really curious, I can't wait to see the monk skill. What? This familiar feeling. It was then. When I came to MT Wudang as Hyakyan Mugong. This feeling resembles the time Myung-jin rushed at me with his back to the main Jeso Palace. It's the face of a real badass. It makes me like him a little bit. As you wish. Well then, go. Come. Sasek. Jingling Sasek. I'm glad you've opened your eyes. I thought he was going to die from being beaten so many times. Hum. My memory stopped in the middle of the fight. How much did you hit me, Jinmu? You. Jinmu Sasek departed with the top as soon as the day broke. Did I lie down all day? Yes. It's been a long time since I've been like this. I didn't know there was such a talent in Wudang besides me. Oh. No more worries now. For me. The top. And Wudang. If it's that guy. Even alone, he can defeat any number of opponents. He can fix the broken Wudang sword. The weather is nice. The wind is cool, too. It's fine, it's so nice. Come on, guys. Yes, Sasuke. You never know when the enemies will appear. I can't believe he looks like a backstreet thug leader. Disciple Jingung said he'd accompany me, but you didn't even get to catch a glimpse of me. Don't worry, I'll go with you. I even believed you were a proper ascetic. Unfortunately, I got into a relationship with Wudang and thus got on the bad